Good evening, viewers. My name is Pretzle, and today we're playing Sid Meier's Civilization 4 Beyond the Sword. Continuing from where we last left off with our Snaky Continents Roosevelt game, I'm just going to end the turn here for once. Okay, settler built. So I guess now I want to build a workboat. And send that settler there. Hanging Gardens takes 2 turns, so let's do that. Finish that once I have so I've settled that city. Mine built. Farm built. Workshop built in a few turns. For the order to go through and build it will be sent in a few turns, I guess. Yeah. So I won't actually keep any workers down here because there's no point in them being here. I will get nothing out of it. Not for a while, anyway. You may be able to tell I've set up some city sites as well. Again, tentative, including how dense it is up here. There's a lot of cities in shitty area in one place. But I need this city here to work the fur and the wheat. Because that's the only way that fur is going to get worked. And then I guess I'll farm the plains and hope that biology comes along soon. I don't know. It's not great. But I will get 5 food out of that wheat tile instead of the usual 4 because it's irrigated by the freshwater lake. The rest, I don't know. I'll explain my logic for them when I settle them.
What do you need? What's the plan?
This worker has nothing to do, so you can go up there, build a road. That Axeman needs to discover what's there. And, I guess for a while can be that spawn buster. Right, Philadelphia now gets its fish. And you can build a road towards that city. Although, that won't get built for a little while yet. Purely because I need Code of Laws first. Quite desperately. Now, can I whip that yet? Yes, I can. Okay, let's whip Chicago. Any overflow of 5 hammers will go towards the library. And I will figure out what I'm doing with my workers after then. Citizens, what tiles I'm working. No, it is most important that it grows again next turn. So, I will let you have that game. You may continue working the tiles that you've decided to work. With this worker I have nothing to do, so you can chop jungle up there. This chariot wants to go there. And you guys want to live in the jungle, in the forest for now. So, end turn. Increase research, get 1 turn away from metal casting. Construct a city, Seattle. Automatic buildings. I do have enough food to warrant building a granary, I think. And then there's a toss-up between working the food and working the mine. But really working the mine is better because it only has to worry about that for 1 turn. After that I'll just let you build the Moai statues, I guess, because someone needs to. This is by far the best city to do that in. Cheapest units I have available to me is the chariot, so let's do that, I guess. And you have nothing to do, so you go up there to build a road, I guess. You sit still until you're healed. You just sentry, I guess. Then I guess road up there, why not? Got nothing else to do. Right, so Seattle is not currently angry for not having a garrison, but eventually it will be. Simply because Seattle wants to hate me. No, that's not fair. It's only existed for half a turn. As you can see here, Seattle is instantly profitable. It is getting 4 commerce by virtue of its 3 trade networks, or trade routes. I established this when I built the Great Lighthouse, that some cities might be instantly profitable. Admittedly, that is because it has this iron to work. No, it is instantly profitable because of its trade routes. Reason why it's out of the ordinary is because it's so close to my capital. This isn't like a city over here with pre-improved gems or something absurd like that. That would be very nice. But alas, we do not have access to pre-improved gems. We do not even have access to gold or silver. Times like these I miss Pokemon. Okay, now when do we break even? Are we able to get metal casting next turn? We are. Hanging Gardens built. As you can see, Seattle instantly grows to top 2, as does everywhere. Now that makes New York unhappy, so New York can whip a workboat. Get some stuff going for the Mausoleum of More Solace. Mausoleum of More Solace is pretty okay. Increases the length of Golden Age by 1.5 times. Hanging Gardens I think I went over, but that gives me Great Engineer points. Great Engineers are very nice to have around. Especially for founding Mining Ink late in the game. Although admittedly I will have a pretty shit Mining Ink with my 2 metals. So unless I pop gold or silver or something on one of these hills that I'm mining, or if there's silver down here or something, I'm not going to have the best mining ink. I will, however, have a very nice Sitsushi. So, assuming I settle that city for the fish, that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 with the rice, 6 with that rice that I forgot, 7 with that rice, 8 with that rice, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13 with the crab, 14 with that crab. So yeah, 14 Sitsushi resources. Which is part of the reason why I was intending to play a corporations game. Admittedly, I was hoping for a better set of metals than I have, but I played it with the hand that I'm dealt. So, I get metal casting in 3 turns anyway. It's about 2 turns of 0% research for 1 turn of 100% research. So that's 114 over the course of 3 turns, as opposed to the 105 that I would get over the course of 3 turns at 30% research. So let's just do 0, 0, 100. I'll get metal casting about as fast, and it's not like I'm able to do anything with it at the moment.
Reporting for duty.
Okay, so that is the... this.
Present and accounted for.
This is the workboat of that clan. Improve the clan. Right, you skip a turn.
Present and accounted for.
That chariot can go there.
What do you need?
No, that axeman can go there. That chariot can sit there.
At your service. What do you need? Tell
God
me what
damn
to
it.
do.
I didn't mean to do that. Oh well, so be it. Do you still only take one turn to heal?
Do.
Nope, now you take 2 turns. Oh, the glory of Woodsman 3. Boston still doesn't need to build walls. Boston is never going to be under attack, especially not by pre-gunpowder units. Chariot in Washington, I suppose that's probably still the best thing to do. Should I whip it? What do you automate to? That. Don't do that. Get me more commerce. Chariot in 3 turns, growth in 3 turns, that's fine. Mausoleum of More Solace in 21 turns, growth in 1 turn. Well, we're getting closer to being able to afford more cities now. So, one temptation is to build that city there. Or that city there. That city there because it's closer to my capital. Which I think I'll do now. Instead of building Mausoleum of More Solace, build a settler. Which takes you the 5 turns that it would take you to recover from one of these slavery, unhappiness, malices that you apparently like incurring.
What's the plan?
So I want to chop that jungle down. There's no way I can be more efficient with my worker turns here, is there? Well, you should build a road on that hill to avoid wasting other people's worker turns. Other workers' worker turns, I guess. I don't know.
Ready for action.
Whatever.
Tell me
Damn
what
it.
to do.
Once again, I had a worker on a hill for the sake of improving the hill, and I did not improve the hill. So I don't know how far I'll get with that worker. A workboat, I may have just wasted time and hammers by throwing a workboat towards galleys, but we'll see. It's not the end of the world if that's what I do. Right, and now we get metal casting in 1 turn, whatever we do. Unless we turn off our what's-its. Science specialists. Words apparently escape me constantly. This is something I had noticed before I'd started recording. Just in general, not in any particular specialty. But yeah. So what tiles would this city have? Plains Cow implies production city. If I have other sources of food and other hills, but I have only 2 more hills that aren't being used by other cities, so yep, I need a commerce city. So let's make that a commerce city by building a cottage there. I might pre-improve that a bit. Right, better position would be to work that cottage. Thank you kindly, game. And then let's get a road up there. And there is the spearman I was so afraid of. There's only 1 tile you can move to, so I guess
What do you need?
we'll see that do its thing there. You sentry on there. I think that covers pretty much everything except that hill. If If anything spawns there, I can easily enough get troops around to defend it. I feel I might be lacking defense on these few tiles here as well, but so be it. Doesn't matter. Doesn't matter at all. The important thing really is to reduce barbarian spawning, which is...
And them that take the sword shall perish by the sword.
I forget how well you hear Leonard Nimoy there, but I don't want to speak over him just in case. And I've forgotten what I was saying. But it doesn't matter, let's kill the spin. And return to your spawn busting location. Horatio Nelson, great general's been born in a faraway land. That is a good sign. That means other guys are at war. 2 great scientists have been born in a faraway land. Hopefully that means doesn't mean other people have physics. Great engineer's been born in a faraway land. Great prophet's been born in a faraway land. Okay. No great artists though, so it's possible that music hasn't been gotten yet. Pretty sure no great artists anyway. Great spy, great prophets. Yeah, no great artists have been born yet. So I might need to take advantage of that and pick up music. I might want to get literature after this anyway, purely for the sake of getting the Great Library. Might be a bit late now though. Not like I really have any other reason to pick up aesthetics or literature anyway. I'm not going down a cultural path. I'm not able to pick up mysticism, polytheism, aesthetics or literature easily, i.e. by trading. So this is the last chance I have to change my mind. I am ticking a bit better now, so it might be more efficient to go alphabet, but really I need to get expanding again to fill out this continent. So I do feel going currency to get Code of Wars more quickly is the better option. Even if it means I'm being slightly inefficient with my beakers. It's not something I care enough about. So you build a cottage there, you build a cottage there. You go there, build a camp. You go there, build a camp. And you go there, build a road. After that you go there and chop down that jungle. Washington will grow to size 7 on the next turn. This is a good thing. Right, then you want to build a forge. I want to build a forge everywhere now. Before the Mausoleum of Mos Solus, much higher priority is a forge. Before you build the Moai statues, much higher priority is a forge. Before you build walls, yeah, because that's ever going to happen. Right, you don't need to grow, but you do need to research. You do need to give me great scientists, and I want commerce out of you. You also need to produce to get the forge going, so I'm gonna do that instead of that sugar, because the last thing you need is growth. But the first thing you need is commerce. So, yes, all that. I am going to stick with that actually. Yeah, grow slightly. No, I won't get any happiness out of a forge, but I like forges, so let's get the forge out faster. You don't really need an aqueduct. Build the forge first. I shall whip that once it's a couple turns in. Library, then forge. Whip the library. Library, you can't be whipped. queue up a forge. After the forge, I'll want to build the Colossus over here. It'll only take 10 turns. Even more if I emphasize hammers more, which I think I'm going to have to do. Yes, now that'll only take 8 turns, which is 14 turns away, which is not that long. But it is a late Colossus. That being said, with the amount of religious tech I'm seeing from these other guys, it's quite possible that they don't have metal casting yet. Metal casting is a fairly expensive tech, and I don't know what the AI's favour is towards it, with regards to how much they tend to research it. Regardless, Chariot built, which is Seattle's garrison. Chicago will become unhappy on the next turn. Why? Why will Chicago become unhappy on the next turn? Which one's Chicago? This one's Chicago. Can you be whipped? You cannot. But I think you could be whipped next turn, which is handy. We cannot forgive your cruel oppression. We do not care. Taoism's been founded in a distant land. Okay, that's something I've been waiting to show up. That means someone else has philosophy. Which admittedly doesn't mean much, because all that requires is code of laws, or drama, and meditation. Plus quite a handful of beakers. But it is a significant step towards liberalism, being one of its prereqs. So that's somewhat worrying. I might lose the lib race by virtue of being isolated. And so be it, but losing the lib race does not equate to losing the game. But getting lib... No, don't delete the unit, god no. Wake the unit and put him on sentry. Right, I'm getting those camps set up post-haste. You are working an unimproved tile though, so let's get that done more quickly. That is only a 2-pop whip on the forge, so let's do that, get the hammers going towards the aqueduct, and I guess then queue up barracks? I don't know, I don't exactly have much else to do with Philadelphia. You'll be building wealth, I guess. Eh. Alright, Seattle, however, wants that coastal tile. From New York, you don't need that, New York, thank you. When can you be whipped? You can be whipped for 2-pop next turn. Chicago still can't be whipped, I just checked that this turn. Good job, Pretzle. And we are going to want to get some expansion going on soon. As soon as I have Code of Laws. Carl Frederick Gauss has been born in a faraway land. Great scientist. That is a handy knowledge. Chicago has become unhappy. Chicago can hurry library for 2 population. Boom. Enjoy. Have fun with your books. And I guess go up there, build a road. So it's your job to chop that jungle, queue up that job. You can in turn chop that jungle. You can build a road. You can also build a road. And you guys can start working on that camp, or can finish working on that camp. And I would rather you be working that village, or that hamlet, rather than that ivory. So Atlanta gets its border pop in 4 turns. So I'll queue up an aqueduct for it. So once that's done, you guys move over there, build a cottage. And Boston I don't want to whip because it's running scientists. Washington I will whip because I want the overflow for the Colossus. There. Sorry, the vibration of my phone on my desk was a bit stronger than I expected. So I shall be finishing up the video shortly. That settler, let's remove that thing on the dot map. That settler can go up to that city, which is the one I've been preparing. And how long was that going to take? Not long, I'd expect.
Tell me what to do.
Where are you? There, okay. Yeah, you get there next turn, you won't be able to settle till the turn after. So let's get some pre-chops going. Pre-chops being, well, if it isn't immediately obvious, that's chopping, getting part of an action of chopping the forest done before the city is settled, and then when the city is settled, getting the immediate benefits of the chopped forests. I wanted to build a cottage. I guess I also want to build a cottage. And I guess, can also build a cottage. Of course, now I have metal casting, so I can build workshops in places that need them. So, building cottages in these cities is not the only thing I can be doing. I can be doing other things, and I guess I should be doing other things. Okay. So I get the Colossus in 6 turns, possibly fewer. What happens? No, I definitely don't want that then. Okay, just automate citizens then. Yeah, there's no way I can get more production out of this without running specialists, i.e. engineers. And that's not worth doing at this very moment in time. So I will have to put up with 6 turns, but 6 turns is a bloody good time to build the Colossus in. Although, really, 740 AD is a bit late to build the Colossus at. Regardless. Well, depending on how quickly I grow, it might be worth whipping into the Colossus to make it even faster. I do have a lot of food tiles here, after all. So, there's that. That, I think, will do. So, thank you very much for watching. My name has been, and shall continue to be, Pretzle. If you've liked what you've seen, feel free to stick around for more, and in the meantime, enjoy the music and don't forget to be awesome.